Darn this trucker for following the law. Hey, what's up? Mike with Miter Sykes. I'm back to it. I took a big break. If you saw my last video, I became the store manager of a friend's bin store, which I'm still doing. There's no issues there. I have been a little sad, a little down in the dumps because my hobby and my passion is, I quit that, and I did it out of respect. He didn't ask me to. This job I love. I love my employees. They are freaking awesome. I've got the greatest team I've ever had. I was looking back at my videos, and the one thing that I kind of noticed is you don't know me. I turned 40, about to turn 41. I have held a lot of jobs. Almost every single job I quit, mostly because I'm bored. You know those people that they need to rearrange their living room every couple of months? I'm one of those. I like doing that. I just like I get bored with it. Running a bin store, there is no boring. It changes. Every week's different. I started reselling in, it was 7-8 years ago. And I started with video games. I was more reselling to increase my video game collection. You buy 5 games, you keep 3, you sell 2, and those 2 pay for the other 3 plus more games, that kind of thing. And you just slowly build up your collection that way. And that's what I was doing. We came across some tough times, so I quit that, sold whatever I had. And then a few years after that, I got back into doing it. We were doing a lot better. I had some extra capital, so the collection actually grew quite large for me, I would say. It was an entire wall. Again, we had something happen. I believe 2 of our vehicles broke down at the same time, both with the same thing. It's funny how life is. I was letting fate decide. One day only, collection is up for sale, serious offers only. I had a guy reach out to me, and he came over, looked at what I had, liked what he saw, and he bought it all. There I was, back down to not reselling. And I love going thrifting. I loved garage sailing, and I had already watched people going to thrift stores to pick up stuff. When you're a video game collector and you're finding stuff, quote unquote, in the wild, that's what you do. Oh, nice little river there. I decided that I wanted to be a reseller, and I started watching Rally Roots, Harry Tornado, and then Commonwealth Picker. I was a reseller of everything and anything that I could find of value. Cassette tapes, glassware. My very first 2 hornback, it's alligator skin shoes, like boat shoes, dress shoes. One was blue, one was white. I found them at a Goodwill. They were like $9 a piece. Each of them sold to the same guy for about 80, and I was hooked. I had a pen and nest is what they call it, but it was a bunny rabbit, like an Easter thing. Never sold that. Just wouldn't sell. Or I had it listed wrong, and it's more than likely that. Because reselling is definitely, you need to learn. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're not going to be good on day 1, and you're not going to be great on day 1,000. You're not going to be amazing on day 2,000. You are constantly learning, and the game is constantly changing. I started reselling. I had a little white plastic shelf, and I took some boxes, cut out like, a quarter of the box at an angle, so it was like a little tray, lined the shelf with those boxes, labeled the boxes, so when I listed items, I'd put a custom SKU on there. Oh, it's an A2, so I knew it was shelf A, box 2.
Eagle 1, box 2. Eagle 20, box 2.
I just started grabbing whatever I could. Video game stuff, obviously, because I was still into that. I didn't do clothing. I didn't like clothing. I did do shoes. I was not niched down. That got really confusing. I had to have a lot of different shipping supplies that took up a lot of room. Different types of photos, different types of research. Now, mind you, I was learning a lot. I was learning about products that I didn't even know existed, which was great. But you make a lot of mistakes. I was tired of making mistakes. I hated selling clothing. It got to a point where I started picking up some clothing because clothing's rather cheap to pick up. It's very easy to ship, especially, like shirts. I slowly started making my way to just doing men's clothing and was getting pretty good at it. But then I started the job and decided, you know what, I want to concentrate on the job and building that up and doing that well. And I did. So I quit. I sold all my inventory to one person. I did sell a few things here or there that have kept things going. That leads me to today. I am moving. It's about 30 to 40 minutes. So right now I'm transferring that's inventory because I'm back in the game. I've got a couple of shelves, like shelving units coming. I'm just using these little cube storage tote things. Dollar Tree has them for $1.25 a piece. I found clear poly bags real cheap. So I got those and some stickers and I'm literally I'm using text method and I started at number 1 and I'm just going 1, 2, 3 and I'm never reusing, putting them just in chronological order because last time got really freaking confusing, but this time they're just number order, boop, 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 boop. I'm selling clothing. I'm started where I know, which is men's tops, casual button downs, flannels, pearl snaps, polos. I don't do t-shirts typically because I don't find that they sell well for me. There's usually a bunch of t-shirt bros out there looking for vintage tees, so we don't find a lot out here. I have dipped into pants and a few women's pants as well. The start is always slow. My old store was up to close to 700 pieces, and I was making 3 to 5 sales a day. And back then, I wasn't looking for sell-through rate. I wasn't being picky. I was looking for cheap, no flaws. That was my only thing. So I was picking up Van Heusen, Izod, Croft & Barrow, Stafford. So they weren't moving as quick as they could have been. So now I'm being a lot more picky. Not as picky. I am like sell-through rate of 20% or higher, which is way more picky than I was in the past, so I expect better results. I'm going to have a lot more opportunity to source moving forward, or a little bit more time. That's the word I was looking for. I am not going to cross-list because I was cross-listing over to Mercari and Poshmark in the past. I'm not going to do that. I want to concentrate everything just on clothing, just on eBay, and I may even niche down to just men's clothing again, or men's shirts. They are very easy to ship. Catch me in the next video. Hopefully I can share some wisdom with you now that I'm older. Got the grays going on. Check out some of my old videos. Some of them are entertaining, or at least I try. It's going to be more vlog style as opposed to, reseller, this is what I did, blah, blah, blah. That stuff will be in here. But it's going to be more vlogish. I keep looking at myself in the screen and not at you. At you. Right there. That little dot right there. That's you. Yeah. I got the owl thing going on. I'm going to have to shave my... Oh my gosh. Have a good one. I almost forgot what to expect. So there is going to be reseller content. There will be some thrifting. There may be some videos where I break down different brands, why I like to sell them, what I'm looking for, that kind of stuff. Shipping, all that fun thing. All of those fun things that come along with reselling. So there will be some content to assist new resellers if you want to, get into it. If you ever have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. And now, have a wonderful day.